Prince Harry is visiting Belize, the Bahamas, and Jamaica as a part of Queen Elizabeth II's Diamond Jubilee Tour, with his first stop in Belize Friday. He arrives in the Bahamas Saturday evening. He is one of several members of Britain's royal family who will represent his grandmother, who turns 85 this year. In June, Her Majesty will celebrate 60 years as Queen. There are celebrations throughout the UK and the Commonwealth this year to mark the occasion. This is the first visit to the Bahamas by the second son of the heir to the British throne, Prince Charles, and the late Princess Diana. His Royal Highness is expected to open the Queen's Jubilee exhibition in Rossett and Parliament Squares on Bay Street on Sunday at 1:30 p.m, after attending an ecumenical mass at Christ Church Cathedral at 11 that morning. On Monday, March 5th, Prince Harry will attend a youth rally and cultural show at the new National Stadium, with over 5,500 invited attendees. His official visit also includes a trip to Eleuthera and a wreath-laying ceremony at the Defence Force Base prior to his departure on Monday afternoon. While this is the first visit of the young prince, his family has a long-standing tradition of elaborate and hospitable visits to the Bahamas. In fact, his father, Prince Charles, represented the Queen during the independence celebrations here in 1973. Queen Elizabeth herself has paid 5 visits to the Bahamas, 14 years after becoming Queen. Upon the sudden death of her father, King George VI, Her Majesty and her husband, the Duke of Edinburgh, visited the Bahamas for the first time in 1966. The Sports Centre was named in her honor during that visit. 1975 was her first visit to an independent Bahamas. She officially opened the Central Bank of the Bahamas during that visit. 2 years later, in 1977, Her Majesty returned for a 2-day visit as part of her Silver Jubilee celebrations. Possibly one of the most memorable events was the reading of the speech from the throne. This was the first time a reigning British monarch had done so. During that same visit, she officially opened ZNS TV 13. In 1985, Queen Elizabeth was welcomed by Sir Lyndon Pinling here as she joined world leaders like British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher, Canadian Prime Minister Brian Mulroney, and Rajiv Gandhi, India's Prime Minister, here in the Bahamas for the 8th meeting of the Commonwealth Heads of Government, known as CHOGM. During the 8-day visit, Her Majesty made her first visit to a family island when she visited Andros. She also officially opened the QE Sports Centre. The last time Her Majesty visited the Bahamas was in March of 1994. On this visit, she met Hubert Ingraham, only the second Prime Minister in an independent Bahamas, only 2 years into his first term. The Queen visited Grand Bahama, where she officially opened the Supreme Court. Several other members of the royal family have paid visits to the Bahamas over the years, including the Queen's husband, Prince Philip, her sons Charles and Andrew, daughter Princess Anne, and her sister, Princess Margaret, back in 1955. Prince Harry's visit will signal the start of a new generation of royal family visits to the Bahamas. For thousands of young Bahamians, it will be their first experience with having a member of the royal family visit. Much like them, the young prince is trying to establish a presence in an evolving world that seems all too eager to abandon many of the loyalties and traditions held so sacred by his grandmother, now celebrating 60 years on the throne. Jerome Sawyer, ZNS News.